ThekarmicDF.
What is up, besties? It's your girl, the Karmic DF, back to you again with another video. This time we're going to take a look at MrBeast. If you don't know who he is, I'm going to be real with y'all. I didn't know who he was either. He's a big-time YouTuber, and he does a lot of giant charitable things. So I'm hoping that we find out that he is genuine, because this was a viewer request, but I was curious myself, and I saw a Joe Rogan interview with him, and I'm going to be real with y'all. I already started to pick some stuff up. So he is a Taurus, and the energy that I'm getting from him already is apathetic. Like, I see the Four of Cups in my mind's eye, so it's giving me, like, honestly bored. Like, I'm hearing the song I'm bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. So I do know that he started YouTube back when he was 11, and so I think that, like, he's just kind of, like, I'm seeing, like, aimless wandering. I feel like he doesn't really know what to make anymore. It almost feels like creator's block / I think he's around 27, so he's probably coming up on his solar return. So he's probably having like a quarter life crisis. It's kind of what it feels like. I'm being drawn to like Joe Santagato. If you don't know who he is, he was like a major YouTuber, but eventually he switched over to podcasts. So maybe he might switch over to podcasts. I'm not sure, but it's just giving me the vibe of like growing out of what I once loved and not really sure where I need to go next. Because now I'm seeing like Jenna Marbles and how back when it was freaking cancer culture on steroids, she was like, I'm not having fun anymore. And I feel like that's the vibe. It's like I don't know if we're going to get some kind of like taking advantage of people. I don't know. But with a Taurus, that's like slow, consistent growth. It feels like he's kind of outgrown it, where he doesn't really know where to put his feet for. Yeah, because now that I'm in his energy, now I'm feeling foggy, I'm feeling lost, and I'm being drawn to clear quartz. So it's like, I think when he was young, obviously you don't know who you are when you're 11. He just wanted to be a YouTuber, and it was just fun. And then I heard from the interview that he, what'd he do? He's just not having a good time. That's what I'm seeing, is he's not having a good time. But we'll take a look. This is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I feel like with the Taurus thing alone, and I'm not knocking Taurus people because I'm a Taurus rising, don't come for me, but it's just giving like, I'm not having fun anymore. I did this for money, because he did say like he did not want to go to college, so he like put all of his work into YouTube. So it's just giving like aimless wandering is what I keep hearing. So that might be why you guys are feeling that he's not genuine. It might be more of just like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to create. I don't know where to go from here. I get this as like someone who's already into the YouTube atmosphere. So I just feel like he's lost. But we'll take a look at the cards. As always, this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Look at that. Back of the deck is longing to fill a void, walking away from what I've already created. I wonder if he's curious about trying other things like podcasts, stuff like that. It just gives me like I've grown out of YouTube, if I'm being honest with you. But as always, this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. If you enjoy these readings, please give it a like. It really does support my channel. Comment down below what you guys would like to see in future videos. Subscribe, hit that notification bell to receive notifications for future videos. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Links are all down below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, links are all down below. And as always, this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. What is up with MrBeast? Is he genuine? What do we need to know? Oh. Did he have a breakup or something recently? Or this could also be like stepping away from YouTube. But this is exactly what I was feeling. I feel like he doesn't know who he is. I feel like he doesn't have a solid sense of self. And I'm not trying to drag him. So if God forbid he sees this, dude, if you want to book a personal reading with me, I got you. But it feels like a longing to fill a void. I wonder if like he was kind of like, I don't know if you guys know him personally, fill in the gaps for me. Was he like an outcast growing up? Was he kind of like a dork? Maybe he like sat on the sidelines. Like, it feels like fame doesn't feel natural for him. So I almost get this vibe of like, even though he's come so far, I think he's got like a lot of subscribers, more than 1 million. I know that, but it's given the vibe of like, I'm hearing learned helplessness, but also like, what is it? Imposter syndrome is almost kind of the vibe. So I think that's what you guys are more so picking up on. I feel like YouTube's all he's got, if I'm being real with you. It just feels like his home life or whatever's going on outside of it. I don't know if he had a breakup, but if he did, then that would cover this as well. Maybe he went through a breakup or something, but this is just giving me this vibe of like, I don't really know who I am. It's just aimless wandering. That's the only way I know how to explain this feeling. It's like, Yeah, I'm hearing a lyric from a song that I once wrote where it's like, I don't know how to be what anyone expects of me. I think he's trying to like, I think he's trying to be what other people want instead of figuring out who he really is. So is the charity thing a con? I think he's smart when it comes to money. Like, I think he knows that charity, when you do that type of stuff, you get money back. I think because he has the Taurus placement, he knows how to work when it comes to finances. But I think that, you know what I'm seeing is like Meghan Markle and how it's like, and no disrespect, but it's kind of giving the vibe of like, she was chasing fame, but she wasn't really happy. It was just kind of like a void filling type of energy. And I feel like it's the same thing here. New opportunity. Walking away. I feel like he wants to walk away from YouTube. There also might be something in his life that's bringing him down, and I'm going to leave that alone. I don't know what that could be. I mean, I have a couple guesses, but something in his life's not going right. Maybe he leans on alcohol or something like that. But there's a void in this man. There's something that he wants to find, something that fulfills him. You know what I think? I think that he does this charity stuff to try and bring himself. Yeah, because now I'm hearing the song, Wake Me Up Inside, Bring Me Back to Life, and I'm being drawn on my rose quartz. It's given the vibe of like, well, maybe if I start doing charitable things, maybe that'll bring me back to life. Maybe that'll make me happy. But I think that he looks for happiness outside of himself, and that's the inauthentic vibe that you're getting from him. It's not that he doesn't care. It's more that he's just apathetic towards life. I think that he's got some stuff going on out. I feel like YouTube used to be the thing that he ran towards to make him happy, and now he's realizing that that doesn't fill the void either. I think he knows that he needs to fill his own cup, but he doesn't know how to do that because he gained prosperity and notoriety is what I'm hearing so fast. Yeah, because I'm hearing lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining. I think that he doesn't know where his happiness lies. I also do believe that he had a breakup that hurt him pretty bad. I don't know when that was. Maybe this almost feels like someone who really wants to be a part of something and be a part of people and get close to people, but also giving me unevolved Taurus where it's like, I feel like he has an avoidant type of personality. I don't think he lets people get too close to him. I feel like he's just, I'm hearing sensitive and fragile. So I feel like he's lost. Honestly, like this humanized him for me because when I looked into this a little bit, it was like everybody thinks that he's like this huge con artist. I don't buy that at all. I feel like it's like giving me quarter life crisis. Like I'm hearing that John Mayer song. I can't whatever. And y'all, I swear to God, if you send me another comment complaining that I channel songs, don't be on my page because that's how I do it. So if you don't like it, that's fine. Maybe I'm just not the reader for you. So let's move on. But anyway, it's just giving me the vibe of like, yeah, because I'm hearing, oh my God, it's the tattoo I have on my arm. I wonder sometimes about a still verdictless life. Am I living it right? I think he's in this very introspective place in his life where he's just like, what? Yeah, because now I'm hearing that song, Not All Who Wander Are Lost. But he's giving me the vibe of like, I'm lost. I don't know where to go from here. Now I'm being brought back to Joe Santagato and how he switched to a podcast. So maybe he's looking to figure out a different venture because I don't think that he's finding his happiness in YouTube the way he once did. Okay. Is he having money troubles? Is there an issue with somebody? No, this is more of a, I know that I need to move on, but I don't want to let go yet. I feel like he's at a crossroads in his life where he's like, I'm not enjoying YouTube the way that I once did, and I'm trying to find new ways to make it fun and fresh, but every time I do, I just realize that I'm lost. I'm still lost. And so he could be having financial issues with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know that I buy that for sure. I think it's more giving me a vibe of like, he doesn't like change, which is not shocking for a Taurus. But I feel like he's a really good manifester. And so it's giving like, say you won the lottery, right? Everybody who wins the lottery, like within the first year, they end up like losing all of their money, right? Because you don't really know how to manage money. It's like a dream that came true, but you don't have the background underneath. You don't know how to, focus on bills first, income. I don't think how do I word this, Spirit? I feel like if I were to sum up his entire energy, it'd be lost. He's very, very lost. he wants to move forward. He's not finding joy in YouTube. This is why you're getting this it's not that he doesn't care. Like, I would definitely say that he cares, but he's lost. Like, I don't know how else to word this. I feel like the universe has been pushing him to move on from YouTube, and he's not taking the hint. Because I keep being drawn to, like, podcasting or just maybe something else, anything else. I just feel like YouTube was a stepping stone. He's meant to go bigger. And that's why he's doing this big charity stuff, because he can feel that urge to make things bigger. But it's like he's a Taurus. He doesn't like change. So it's like the universe is kind of pushing him to new things. I think that's why, like, I got drawn to the Joe Rogan podcast, because it's like, this is what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be doing bigger things. So he's doing big things on YouTube, but he's meant to break out of YouTube. Yeah, I'm seeing like a mold. It's like I need to break out of the mold. I don't think he's happy. I don't think he's happy, period, if I'm being real with y'all. I feel like, I feel like I'm being drawn back to the Jenna Marbles thing, where it's like, this is not fun anymore. I feel like he came into this with like a youthful, hopeful, optimistic spirit. I feel like he got really, really big. I feel like he didn't have a solid sense of self when he got big. And I feel like he takes to heart like comments. I wonder if he has like significant water placements, like maybe a water moon, water Mercury or Venus. It's just giving me the vibe of like sensitive and like in a beautiful way. I think everyone should be sensitive, but it's like a burden not worth having. So it's like, I think he came into this with a pure heart, good spirits, and I feel like comments have taken him down emotionally. He already didn't really love himself, and I'm not coming for him. Like, if somehow you see this, sir, book a personal reading with me. I would love to help you get back on track. You're incredible for doing the things you do, but I feel like he's not happy in his home life. I feel like he's not happy, period. I feel like he has days where he's like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Is it even worth it? No matter what I make, it's never good enough. I can help people, because I'm being drawn to like that video where he helped people that couldn't hear or something like that. And it's like, no matter what I do, it's never good enough. I feel like you guys could never be meaner to him than he is to himself. This guy beats the crap out of himself. He's got a horrible inner critic. I feel like he puts a lot of pressure on himself. I almost feel like maybe his childhood, his upbringing wasn't really that nice. Like maybe his mother was more in a masculine energy and really didn't nurture him the way that he needed to be nurtured. And so he learned to be really strong to his own detriment. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting to. So like, I don't know if he necessarily had the best relationship with his mother. Or maybe she just didn't understand him. I don't know. Because now I'm hearing the song Parents Just Don't Understand. So, like, maybe it was the friction because he wanted to dream of something and his mom was like, this isn't realistic. So I feel like he could also be subconsciously chasing the love of his parents. But I think he's been trying to find love and acceptance and, like, camaraderie anywhere. And I feel like YouTube got really big for him really quickly. And then it was just like, I feel like he can't handle the mean comments. Like, I can see, like, in my mind's eye, like, the comment with the most likes is like, you're doing amazing, man, keep it up. But he sees that one comment that's like, you're a fraud, you're a piece of shit, you're a failure. And he's like, oh my God, he takes that one comment to heart over all the good things. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song All the Small Things. It's like, he needs to figure out who he is and pour into himself, or else he's never going to enjoy being a YouTuber. So MrBeast, if you're somehow seeing this, sir, you need to figure out how to have fun outside of YouTube, because I feel, because I'm hearing all work, no play. I feel like now for him, YouTube feels like a job. Like, I'm hearing that saying where it's like, when you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. He does not feel that way about YouTube. It's like, no matter what I do, it's never good enough. So honestly, I think people don't understand him, and what you're picking up as not genuine is more so a lack of sense of self. Things are slowing down, refusing to introspect. Everything I do is never good enough. I feel like he really takes it to heart, the negative comments. And honestly, like, I don't think he's doing it for clout. I think he's doing it because he's lost. I think he's trying to bring back the spark into YouTube because it's not as enjoyable as it once was. I do think that he's on the defense, though. So I think he does have a tendency to kind of like lash out. So I think he's someone that could be easily triggered, allegedly. Not trying to judge here, but it's just kind of giving the vibe of like, this was supposed to be fun. This was shiny and lighthearted. I enjoyed it. And now it's like, no matter what I say, you people never, it's never good enough. Like, I'm being drawn to the Joe Rogan podcast, and I noticed how, like, you could tell a lot by how somebody sits if they love themselves or not. I feel like this man just, like, he's not very grounded. He's kind of just, he's like floating around. He gives me like jellyfish vibes. Like, everything comes at him. He doesn't know how to like work with what he's got. He's just very, it's giving the person that wins the lottery. You can't be grateful for that if you, it's like, you know, when you work really, really hard for something and then it finally takes off and you appreciate it that much more. I feel like because, like, I'm being drawn to how he said his first video ever got like 20,000 views because it wasn't hard for him to grow. It was hard for him to appreciate what he created. And so, yeah, because I'm hearing like it's not fair in my mind. And I'm seeing him like, I think at home he's like lost. I feel like he needs, respectfully, if he doesn't already, I feel like he needs to pour into himself and then find love, because like I feel like that's the missing piece. I don't feel like in his home life he has a lot of really close bonds. Like, he probably has like bros and stuff like that, but I feel like he's trying to fill a void. Oh, and then my throat just got clogged as shit. But I feel like the more he pours into YouTube and the more he gets these negative comments, the more he's lost, the more he's like, I don't know what I should do. I don't know who I am. It's just giving like, oh my God, I want something else to get me through this semi-charm kind of life. Yeah, he's over it, if I'm being real with y'all. He's kind of over the YouTube thing. And it's not because he doesn't appreciate it. I mean, kind of. It's more lack of self-esteem mixed with negative comments, mixed with I've always had this, so it's kind of hard for me to truly appreciate what I have, mixed with like doesn't know how to self-reflect. Like, I feel like, and I don't mean this in a dick way, whenever I say this, I feel like everybody should have a therapist, but I feel like he would benefit from some therapy and some like, hey man, like look at what you're doing. I think he needs like, my God, my throat is blocked. I feel like he needs like a hype man. He needs someone to be like, dude, look at all the work you've done. Look at how many lives you changed. I feel like this man could like cure world hunger and then still be like, I'm not enough. Like, that's the vibe of him. It's just like, I'm never enough no matter what I do. I feel bad for this guy. I don't really understand why everybody thinks he's a fraud. I think it's more just unevolved Taurus energy that you're picking up on. It's lack of self-esteem. And so I'm going to build so that you don't look at me. And I think that's really, yeah, because I'm being drawn to my solar plexus chakra. It's like, I don't know who I am. I'm not confident. I don't have that self-esteem. Something that was once fun became work, and now I don't know how to, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Huh. All right, allegedly, he is no longer grateful for what he does. He's just not. I feel like he's angry. I feel like he's angry because of like the negative comments for sure. Six of Pentacles in reverse. It could be that he is trying to take advantage of people for the sake of making money. But even if that is the case, like, I just feel that I feel like he's ready to move on, and that's why you're getting this energy of like, he's not, I don't want to say that he's straight up using people for fame. I don't feel like it's like that. It's more so like, what can I do to make people happy? And then you guys are never happy, and then I'm pissed, and so I might as well just do whatever the fuck. This feels like a Taurus that acts out because they don't know how to deal with their emotions. Like, this literally says misdirected energy. And then with Six of Pentacles, it's like unequal give and take, but it's also giving me the vibe of like, I give so much, and yet it's never good enough. And that's work. Three of Pentacles is work. So it's like, I think he's angry at comments, angry at people that follow him, angry in general, because there's just this lack of self-worth. That's what you're picking up on. And also, I feel like the universe is trying to push him into new directions, but he's afraid to go there. And I don't know why. I wonder if, like, do we know anything about his childhood? Like, did his mom struggle? Did they struggle growing up? Like, because it's almost giving me the vibe of, like, death gripping things I have because I can't lose it. Like, Four of Pentacles. Usually that's greedy and selfish, but it's almost giving me, like, because I'm being drawn to my own childhood. Like, my mom had to work 2 jobs in order for us to survive. Like, it's kind of giving the vibe of like, I didn't have money growing up, or I didn't have a solid foundation. And so I don't want to let go of what I already have. But at the same time, he knows that his passion lies somewhere else. I wonder if he should switch to podcasts. I wonder if he's thought about it. Like, maybe he should switch to, like, mixing it up. Like, more, like, stuff with... Maybe he should be interviewing people like Joe Rogan instead of being on Joe Rogan's podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he needs to take a different... Because, like, I'm seeing a highway, and it's like, get off the next exit, buddy. But he's like, nah, I'm staying straight ahead. His happiness lies elsewhere, and he does not want change. That's normal with any Taurus placement, so I'm not shocked there. There, I feel like there's a mommy issue or something. There's definitely a nurturing issue at the very least. I feel like there's something in his past that he just can't let go of. It could also be a relationship that mirrored his mom, but it's more like I'm trying to fight to survive, yet he shouldn't be fighting anymore. He's got it all figured out. He's got everything he needs, but it's like I'm still fighting for myself. I'm fighting to survive. He feels like an underdog. He feels like, I mean, this whole reading is basically just like, I don't feel like I'm good enough. I'm not having fun in this anymore. I don't know what comes next for me. I almost feel like I need to pull Dark Mirror to end this because I feel like he's lost and actually kind of in pain, to be real with you guys. MrBeast, if you somehow see this, hit me up. I can help you get out of this. But yeah, this is an inner conflict that he's having. It's time to let go. I think that's the problem is yeah, I'm seeing someone that's wearing clothes that are too tight, too small. It's like he's outgrown the YouTube hemisphere. He doesn't know where else to go now. That's the problem. It's like, what do I do next? Like, I'm almost seeing like brand deals and stuff like that. So maybe like, I don't know, is he a gamer? Because I'm seeing like gamer chairs with like MrBeast on it, or like just getting into a different field. He needs to move on from YouTube. That's the problem. That's the energy that you're getting that feels like it's insincere. It's not that. It's like, imagine if you stayed back in high school like for 5 years. Like, you're going to be miserable because you know you're not meant to be in high school because like you're older. It's giving that. It's like, I know that I should be grateful for what I have, but it's not fulfilling me anymore. It makes me feel like I'm not good enough. It makes me feel like no matter what I do, people want to come at me. I already don't have a solid sense of self, so this is just making it worse. And then I distract myself in order to not feel the pain that I have. And it's like I'm hearing like misguided aggression. So he might take it out on other people, or he might lash out from time to time. But what's really going on, like if you zoom out, is he's grown out of YouTube. And especially with his solar return coming out soon, I think he was 27 when I looked it up. So that's coming for him soon. So if he doesn't find whatever the new path is that would inspire him, these videos are going to be increasingly, I'm hearing like dense, because he's not enjoying what he's doing. It's like, I feel like I have to do these things, and so that's why I'm doing them. Like, okay, maybe if I cure world hunger, then maybe I'll love life again. Like this man is trying so hard to find and grab something that makes him joyful, but he doesn't know how to give that to himself. Because with Two of Cups, that's like a bond, but like if you were to do a Two of Cups in a one-person reading, that's like a bond within yourself, being at peace with like your masculine and feminine energy, knowing when to work and knowing when to have fun. I don't feel like he has fun. I feel like he just works. Yeah, this cycle's over. He's got to step into something new, but he wants to win at all costs. That's what, and this is breaking apart. I don't see him being on YouTube forever. The only problem is because he's a Taurus, he might death grip YouTube for a while longer, and I feel like that's why it's kind of like, I'm hearing rearing its ugly head. I think that's why it's going sideways, is because like, you know how like when you're growing, you're doing like your own work and you're in a relationship, and then all of a sudden you look at your spouse and you're like, this isn't making sense for me anymore. Like, I don't have the same mindset I once did. Like maybe you both came into the relationship with a victim mentality and then you healed that, but your spouse didn't. And now you're like, it's giving me the ick and I don't know why, but it's because you've outgrown each other. That's him and YouTube. He's outgrown YouTube. That's the problem. The problem is he's meant to move on to something else. He's meant to do bigger. Like I can almost see like I'm being drawn to YouTubers that turn into like talk shows and stuff like that. So I wonder if maybe he should go the route of like talk show, Spotify, interviewing people, like passing the torch is what I'm seeing. It's almost like he doesn't know how to do that. I think he thinks that YouTube is endgame and it's not. He's meant to do bigger things. And I think once he gets out of the YouTube world, he's actually going to be happy. And then you will see him matching what it is that he's doing because his heart's not in it. And that's the problem that you're seeing. Yeah, fame. There's my apathetic card. Disconnection. He needs to remove himself from YouTube. He needs to move on to something else. Yeah, ready for something new is literally on this card. I mean, he is a little self-absorbed, but again, it's coming from a place of like not appreciating what you have because it came to you so easily. And then on top of that, not really understanding what to do with the fame because he doesn't really love himself like that. So I don't think he knows how to take compliments. I don't think he bigs himself up. I think he's got a very low sense of self, low self-esteem, and that's what you guys are picking up on. Yeah. What did I say? New beginnings. The Fool's at the back of the deck. Refusing to quit. This is literally what I said. And then, like, this is the fans in reverse because it's like, it's not about the fans. I need to start over, but I refuse to give up. It's like pushing myself at all costs. And so now the fans are turning on him because he's stuck and you're picking up on that energy, but it's not because he doesn't care about people. It's because he's lost. So I'm going to pull a dark mirror really quick, but honestly, I'm seeing the meme with Chris Crocker where it's like, leave Britney alone. It's kind of the same vibe. I feel like he's just struggling. I feel like he's just not, you know, just because someone has I mean, look at the celebrities I've already read. They don't have a good sense of self. Taylor fucking Swift, like queen diva killing the world, doesn't love herself because this is what happens when you work for money, for fame, but you don't work on yourself internally. That's what you guys are picking up on. He doesn't love himself, allegedly. And so it's coming off as fake, but in reality, it's because he's not emotionally attached or invested in what he's doing anymore. He's ready to start something new, but I don't think he knows how to go about it. All right, so I'm going to finish with Dark Mirror, but I'm going to let you guys know that I cannot stop hearing the John Mayer song, Am I Living It Right? So I honestly, it's not that he's this is hard because it's like, it's not like he's a bad guy. It's just that it's part of being like a celebrity when you have it all. Yeah, thank you. Oh my God. If you guys have heard the song Lonely by Justin Bieber, that explains his energy perfectly. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me because I've had everything and no one's listening and that's just fucking lonely. That's where he's at. That is this man's energy. All right. That's sad, honestly. Literally. Bruh. Oh my God. I think the comments get to him more than you even understand. I feel like he looks at the most negative comments and he goes, oh my God, are you right? Am I this selfish prick? Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm just trying to build something. Like, am I, like, this man is, oh my God. Does he have an air moon or like a Pisces moon, a water moon? Air or water moon would not shock me. This man is just so in his head about things. Yeah, it's like, I don't know who I am anymore. I've become a shell of a person. I don't, like, it's kind of given like sold my soul for fame kind of vibe, but like not intentionally. It just kind of happened. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I got everything, but at what cost? You know what I mean? Like I've tackled the world. I have all the money, and yet I'm still not good enough. Why am I not good enough? And the problem is he doesn't know how to validate himself. He's looking for it outside of himself, and then he's like nitpicking these comments and he's like, oh my God, maybe I am a piece of crap. Maybe I am this. Maybe I am that. I think that this man he has no idea who he is. I mean, that would explain him. I don't even, this would explain the entire reading. there's just a void inside of him. And it's like, artificial heart, dude. Come on. Hiding your true self. Anger and chains. Forgetting oneself. Literally. That's exactly what I said. This poor guy needs to figure out who he is. I think he needs to find things that he enjoys that doesn't include making money. I think that he tries to monetize everything. It's like, it's not really intentional. It's just more of like, it's all I know. Like, I'm going to try charity work because maybe that'll bring some life to me. And then it's like, well, I'm going to make a YouTube video, obviously, because I'm a YouTuber. And then it's like, I'm not enjoying this. Why am I not enjoying this? Who am I? I'm trying to find myself. Everybody's coming at me sideways. Everybody's obsessed with what I'm doing. It's never good enough. How can I be good enough? Like, what? This man needs to, like, figure out what makes him happy. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, if it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? Honestly, my heart kind of breaks for him. And now I'm being drawn to Amazonite, which is, like, for the heart chakra. He needs to figure out who he is. He does not know who he is. And that's what you guys are picking up on. It's not a scam. I mean, if there is any alleged rumors of him actually screwing people over, then let me know. But that's not what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing is someone who is trying to figure out how to make you guys happy. That's the problem. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Sometimes I'll do a reading because you guys want it. And sometimes when I do that reading, I'm like, I really don't want to be doing this reading. I really wish I could be doing ET readings. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of giving that. It's like, I feel like he's doing what makes others happy and not anything that makes him happy. I don't even think he knows what makes him happy, and that's the problem. I don't think he knows how to do anything that does not require making money, especially with that Taurus energy. It's just like, I can monetize this, I can monetize that. Maybe it'll make me happy, and it's just not doing it. And it's like, I don't understand why people are obsessed with everything that I do. No matter what I do, it's never good enough. And then it's like, he's going backwards instead of forwards. Because look, you got 4 and 3. But if we were progressing in life, it should be 3, then 4. Because that's growing. That's, if you don't know numbers, I don't know what to tell you. But it's like, I feel like he's regressing. It's like, I wonder if this is triggering childhood trauma. Like, maybe he was bullied in school. And so, like, what's happening is, like, it's a mirror of, like, hey, this is what you need to heal in order for you. Oh, my God, I'm so glad I said that. Look at how there's, like, a mirror right here. These negative comments are meant to trigger him to make him realize that he is actually worth it. But I think he's used to being like, I guarantee you in school he was like the weird one. Or like, I don't know, the one that was the goth. The one that was, I mean, I can relate to this energy. I was the weird one too. But it's like, I don't think he ever grew out of that. I don't think that growing up in YouTube world, I don't think there was a moment where it's like, I made it, I did it. I don't think that was ever a thing. It was more like, okay, I hit 1 million, now what do I do? It's never like, let me look at what I've created. Oh my God, look at how much good I've done in the world. This man just is so hard on himself. He's so unbelievably hard on himself. So if somehow, MrBeast, you see this, sir, I really need you to realize how much good you've done for the world and start really reflecting on that, because you have this imposter syndrome that is leaking out into your videos that people are picking up on, which is why people are attacking you. You don't know who you are, and it's reflecting in the videos. And it's coming off as insincere because his heart's not in it. And his heart's not in it because he doesn't know who he is. That's what you're seeing. That's what you're picking up on. It's not I'm trying to chase clout, chase fame. It's none of that. It's I'm trying to fill a void, and you cannot fill a void from external things. You have to go within and figure out where that void is coming from. And I feel like he just does not know how to do the self-reflection. I feel like there's childhood trauma that's coming up to the surface. I think he was probably bullied in high school or younger ages. I feel like he might have a strenuous connection with his mom. There's probably some resentment there because, you know, mom didn't really want him to go down the YouTube route. They wanted him to be in college. So I think he's got some like, could she be right energy? You know what I mean? Like, did I fuck up? Like, even though he's got it all made, he's got everything together. This is solid proof right here, y'all, that money does not bring you happiness. He's feeling that now. He's really feeling it. And that's what you guys are picking up on. It's not, it's not like, you know how we see people that like, have to put up a phone every time they donate to like a homeless person, and that literally gives me the fucking, oh my God, I hate people that do that. You're disgusting for it. I'm sorry, but you are. That's not what he's doing. It's not like I'm gonna put my phone in front of people's faces and change their lives so that people love me. It's not that. It's like, how do I find things that make me happy? And it's not making him happy. Do you see the difference? It's like, it's not the guy who puts a phone in front of the homeless person to hand them $20 so that everybody sees it. It's, I don't know what makes me happy. Maybe if I donate and help people, maybe that'll lift me up. And then I do it and I'm still left empty. That's the vibe. So honestly, I feel like this guy needs to just heal. That's the problem. That's what you guys are picking up on. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this helped. I hope that he sees this somehow, because I'd really like to help him. But this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. If you enjoy these videos, please give it a like. It really does help my channel, and I appreciate you all so much. To my regulars, love you, besties. I hope you guys are doing well this weekend. Comment down below what you would like to see in future videos. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Remember, I will do the videos you guys want, so please let me know in the comments what you guys want to see so I can make it happen for you. Please like the comments of what you want to see as well, so that I know, because that's how I make these videos. Who wins the most, that's what I make. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you guys enjoyed this, you could also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm not really on there as much, but all links are down below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the links are all down below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Reminder, this is what happens when you have money without inner peace. I think that he needs to find inner peace, and he deserves that. And I think y'all should just be nice to him, because I just think he's lost. And I think if he moves in a different direction, I'm seeing podcasts, I'm seeing like brand deals, maybe. I don't know why. I keep seeing like MrBeast on like a gaming chair or something. Is he also a gamer? I don't know. I think it would just benefit him to branch out and try new things. And then I feel like we would see more of a zest of life in him. And then I feel like the authenticity would come through, because I don't feel that he's a bad person. I think underneath he's actually a very sensitive soul, and I actually kind of like his energy. But it's giving feral cat energy, where it's like I don't feel secure. I'm in a fight or flight kind of energy, and so you know how like when you try to heal someone who doesn't want to deal with the wound, they kind of lash out. It's giving that. So moving forward, I hope that we see him kind of take a turn and try something new, because I feel like he's outgrown YouTube and he's ready for bigger. Yeah, because I'm hearing on to the next one. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and I will see you guys in my next video. The Karmic DF.